I can work on my computer and follow along.
Let's go. What up, guys? All right, we got Jameson, Todd, Joey. All right, today we are going to be learning how to deploy AI code. All right, and what do we mean by that? And I was actually thinking, right? So I've been using AI to make software. I'm talking full-blown software. Like if you ever hear about like developers, like, oh, I'm a developer and write full stack code, like all of this stuff, right? I am literally, and what we are going to learn on this class by the end of this, I don't care how long this class is going to go. I'm just going to record it. All right. This is going to be a full-on class on how to deploy your code onto the internet where you own it. It's not somebody else's server, anything like that. Right. I just want to say, I just a few seconds ago. All right. Brand new. I bought a brand new domain. Okay. I bought a brand new server and I bought a brand new domain. It cost me $34.34. Okay. Right. Like $34.34 for a whole year. And I could build any software you could imagine on this thing. All right. And I'm going to show you guys how, okay, in this little class. All right. So if you pop off, I'll see you later. If you come back, awesome. All right. But I will have this on a replay and you guys will be able to go through this. Here's what the reason why I'm doing this. I'm actually moving here in Vegas to a house that I used to live in. Right. And here's what's really crazy is whenever I first started my online business, I worked in this garage. It was my father-in-law's garage and it was a 3-car garage. However, it was filled with all of his stuff. Right. Well, check out this. We might be soon in March. We might be moving back into that same house because they're going to be moving right next door. So we want to live next door to them. I think it'd be really cool. But here's what the cool thing is I'm going to have a 3-car garage. Well, right now, I have a fairly big house here in Vegas right now, but it's like, there's no 3-car garage. I have like an office in my house. Well, like that's not very inviting for people to come over and like work with me. So ultimately, I want you guys to learn how to build these websites. So when you guys do come over, you know what I mean? We can actually build software together and it's actually productive time. And we're saying like, dude, look at the software that I just launched today. You know what I mean? Look at this, what I just created, because that's how fast we're able to develop. Look at this person that just requested this update for my software and look how fast it's done. It's deployed on my software and they literally just messaged 5 minutes ago and it's in a crazy big update and it's already updated in the software. And that's what I want to give you guys the power to do. A lot of people are like, well, I don't know how to code with AI. I've never done this before. I don't know what to do. Guess what? If you guys have never coded before and never done anything like this, I'm going to show you guys start to finish on this call. Okay. That's what I want you guys to do. It might be a little longer than normal, but that's all right. Okay. We're just going to rock it. Okay. So here's the thing. I'm going to give a couple people as co-host just in case I'm in the class and I'm talking and I don't have the ability to add somebody new. Okay. So you guys are all co-hosts. All right. Cool. So, all right, cool. So here we go. So this is the process of setting up software your start to finish. So here's what I want to let you guys know. I'm going to share my entire screen because a lot of this is me sharing my screen. It's not me talking. It's me walking you through step by step of how to actually use and deploy code. Okay. We're going to be using 2 softwares today. The first one is My AI Team. The second one is Cursor, which we're going to be using a lot of Cursor. All right. Has anybody else used Cursor in here? Right. Let's go. Austin using Cursor like a legend, like a boss.
Yeah, I think I broke Cursor earlier.
Well, we're gonna show you. Okay, so here's what we got. All right. So I have a couple domains. If you guys see my most recent domain in my account, brand new. It says new, right? Look how shiny this is. It got me a little new logo. All right. It says attorney search near me. This is a brand new website. I've never created it. I've never existed, nothing. All right. I'm going to show you guys start to finish. I bought this from Namecheap for $34.34. All right. So Ed's popping in. Let's go. Somebody letting Ed in. You guys are legends. All right. Thank you guys so much. Okay. So here's the thing. We have attorney search near me. Right. So the reason I went after this is because it's high keywords and this is still me testing. Okay. Me testing. So here's what we got. All right. So what you got, Austin?
Did you happen to watch that 160 or 73 million website video?
Yeah, I did. We'll talk about that soon. Okay.
Okay. Sounds good.
Word. Okay. So here's what I did. I went on to Namecheap and I bought my domain. Okay. I bought my domain from Namecheap, and essentially it cost me $12 for the year. And also I bought hosting. Okay. So if you guys go right here, this is called shared hosting with Namecheap. You could buy other hosting. Okay. I bought shared hosting. Ultimately, it was $22 for a year. Okay. So $22.88 for a whole year. You want the stellar shared hosting from Namecheap. This gives you a cPanel server. All right. So cPanel. This is what we are going to use. I like to buy it through Namecheap because I feel like Namecheap gives us the most flexibility, the most usability in our cPanel. GoDaddy and some other platforms, they don't have all the features in their cPanel. Okay. What is a cPanel? I'm going to show you. When you click on cPanel, this is what it is. This is why you buy a server. Okay. So now we have a server. Okay. Well, there's absolutely nothing. If I go to this domain, right? There's nothing. It says your website is ready to go. This is purely like a temporary website. There's absolutely nothing here. Okay. Well, let me show you guys what you can do with the server. Inside of a server, you could see you have everything. When somebody says, how do you deploy custom code? Do you own your own code? This is what it means. On your own server, not somebody else's Node.js server, not somebody else's freaking Go high level account, not somebody's bubble account, right? Like, do you own your own code? This is what I believe is the most powerful, because here's the thing. When you're talking about building software online, if you have a website, and I have a website called attorneysearchnearme.com, that's the website that I'm building, I need to have an email. I need to have more than just a website. A website is one part of the entire business. Like, it's not everything. You need to have email communication. You need to be able to have like different files. Like, there's just a lot of stuff that goes into a online business. So to just use some of these other, like some AI tools, it deploys on their own server. That's awesome. But now you have to go get there's just a whole bunch. I'm just going to show you guys how to do it start to finish today. Okay. So here we go. So you can see there's absolutely nothing here. Okay. So if we go into this, in here, I could come in here and just like we were talking about, right? What can do a cPanel server do? Well, I have my domain connected to this. Well, one of the things is I could come in here and I could set up email accounts, right? So I could hit create and I could say support, right? And then says support at attorney search near me, right? Now I could hit a little generate password. This will be my little password. I'll change it in a second. I'll hit generate again. It's just going to keep showing you guys my password. That's all right. Okay, so here's the thing. And I'm going to hit create. This instantly creates me an email now that is on my server. I could check this. I could access this. I don't have to pay G Suite for this. Like, do you see? So this instantly now we could have emails. So there's value in a server. Boom. Okay, now what's the next thing? Well, if we actually are building a AI generated website and we actually want to create this, well, you guys see the other day in our previous class, I created this. One of my things I'm working on is attorneys. Okay, I want to be able to make it where you could actually search up attorneys and actually find the attorneys in different cities. Okay, so I created an attorney website, attorney search near me. Okay, and this is coded up inside my AI team. Right inside my AI team, you could basically prompt and say, I want this to look like this. I want it to look, make this 10 times more, or actually, I actually want a map. Is there a map up on this thing? There is a map, right? So there's a map way down here, right? I want a map. I kind of want a map on the side, right? So can you make the map on the side and make this super amazing? All right, so ultimately we have the AI can code up our code. I personally like to use my AI team for the front end of how the user interface looks. Do you have to do that? No, you don't have to. Here's the thing is, it's only limited. You see how this is only the front end? Well, when we talk about a server is the back end information. Okay, so there's front end information and there's back end information. Well, what does that even mean? Well, a lot of times we actually need to talk to what's called a database. All right, so you see in here, we have PHP MyAdmin, MySQL database, database wizard. Okay, so if I actually want to turn this site into something a little bit more useful where these attorneys could log in, or I can log in as an admin. Well, we're going to need to connect this to a database. Okay, so that's why we're going to need a server also. So a lot of times we need to do that. If you've never connected to a database, that's all right. This thing, here's the thing is, I have never connected to a database. If you guys would have said, hey, Jeff, have you ever connected to a database on your own cPanel server 3 months ago? I would have said no. A month and a half ago, I would have said no. Because I am learning coding through AI the same way you guys are right now. I'm literally walking through this process. I'm typing it in. I'm typing it up here. And look at this. Boom. Look how nice this is. I got a freaking map on the side, fools. I go to Las Vegas, personal injury lawyer. Let's see. Look at this. Come on. That's legend. Okay. And then now it pops up here. I got 3 of them up top. Come on. This looks so freaking clean. So this is a really good front end builder in my AI team. I love it for it. Am I biased? Yes, it's my own software. Okay, that's why I want to let you guys know. Full aware. This is my own software. I built my AI team. I created this, and I built it for myself as a tool. Well, here's what I also realized. As I'm learning coding more, just the front end, what you guys see is not everything, right? Like that's not everything in software development. Okay, so now we actually need to go and take this onto my site. So let me show you guys. Do you guys see how this site right here, it says your website's ready to go? If I refresh this, attorneysearchnearme.com, if I refresh this, it's still this website. Do you guys agree? Still this website. So let me show you guys how to deploy your own code onto this server, okay? So if I go into here and I go into File Manager, click on this, right? File Manager inside my cPanel server, okay? Well, look what happens. This is a blank cPanel server. I've never touched this. This is just brand new. This is what it looks like, fresh and shiny. All right. Well, I'm going to click on public HTML, right? This little like world map. And I'm going to click on this, right? Well, this opens up. You see how it says parking page, HTML, all this? Well, if I click on this, watch, I could edit this. And if you guys don't know what this is, this parking page, look at this. You see how it says name cheat parking page right here? Look at it. Look, your website is ready to go. Watch, I'm going to say Jeff. Like a boss, right? Watch this. Watch this. Check out this. I'm going to hit save changes, and I just updated Namecheap's website. You know what I mean? Look at that. I just updated this. So do you guys see these files in this little directory they're not as sensitive as you think they are. They're not as like, oh no, I can't touch this. No, this is our playground, boys and girls. This is where we build software, and we can turn any idea that we have in our brain, the AI can code it for us, and we can do this. How did I know how to update this code? Well, guess what? I've been playing with it for a few days more than you have. Just a few more days. I'm not talking like a long. AI hasn't been able to code. I haven't been able to talk to this. I learn as I go. And this is wild how fast you're going to learn. A lot of people are like, oh no, I got to go back to school to learn this. Do you guys know school is so incredibly outdated because they think using AI on tests, you're going to fail. No, I'm going to fail if I don't use AI in real life. You don't understand. I cannot do what I do without AI. I want to show you guys something. Let me show you guys something called websitescraperapi.com. This site took me a week to build. A week. All of this is fully custom coded with my AI team, or not with my AI team, my AI team and Cursor. Well, check out this. This thing, you pop in your URL, it pops up. Boom, name, full name. This is a full lead generation site. It pops in here, tells me your level of experience, your role in the company, all of this stuff. It also has a login. So now I could log in into this. Well, I have a login to right to this thing. All of this is managed with custom code. I do not know how to code. I am telling the AI how to code, and this thing is coding us an AI web scraper, a bulk scraper that can scrape thousands of websites. Check out this. If I pop in my AI team and add, I could pop in here. Look, this is my AI team. I could scrape this one website. Oh, that's super cool. You could scrape a one website. But I also could push this little like spider button, and it will crawl the entire site in a few seconds, 235 URLs, and I could push this button, and now I could scrape the entire site. AI coded this entire thing for us. And I could scrape an entire website in probably going to be in less than 2 minutes, because it's about a second a site, right? Look at this. 21. Oh, it's going faster because I told it one time, make it 10 times faster. And AI coded this entire software for us. If you see right now, it's actively using our credits. I have 2,439. It just went down to 2,389. I don't know how it's using credits, but I sell credits in this software. So guess what? The AI is tracking it, and you have to purchase credits. So does AI code make money? Yes. This software took me a week, and it's already made a few $100s. And I use this as a tool every day now. And I'm starting to sell data. Because guess what I'm going to show you in the map scraper? Watch this. In the map scraper, this thing's wild. You could scrape hundreds of locations, thousands of locations, and AI coded it all up. Look at this. Look at all these. Some of them give errors. That's all right. But look at all of them. Success, success, success. And I could export this into a input URL. I could get all the text from this. I could get all the emails from this, the social links, the phone numbers, and export this thing into a giant CSV and send it as data. All of them. This whole thing was coded up by AI. Every single thing. The credit, check out this. You could buy credits, your current credit balance. You could adjust this, 420 credits for $9, or you could drag this all the way over, and you could buy 1,000,000 credits for 9,000. All of this was coded up with AI. The branding, the code, everything that you see here on a cPanel server, the same way I'm going to show you guys through this class. And if I click this, it pops open to my Stripe, and it pays me into my bank account, not the AI's bank account. Do you guys see that? The AI doesn't, it works for dang near free, and it pays me, not you. It pays my bank account. So if you code this up and you go through learning how to suck for a little bit, just a little bit, just practice sucking for a little bit. Because guess what? In 5 to 10 years, when you're deploying software overnight, I'm telling you, it's worth it. And I say in 1 year, 5 years, that's funny. In 2 weeks, after this class, when you're deploying software overnight, you're going to freaking blow people's mind because nobody else is doing this. My neighbor, they're walking their dog right now. I promise you, they're not thinking about AI software coding. It's just not happening. Nowhere. No, I'm probably not one person in my freaking neighborhood right now is thinking about AI coding with software. No one. You guys, what, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 people on the call showed up today. We have 70 monthly reoccurring subscriptions that pay for this coaching call. 10% of the people that even paid for this call showed up. And you guys are it. So guess what? You guys are like 10% of the 10% of the 1%ers in the world learning coding with software AI. And you guys are going to see how to deploy this stuff. Like, it takes effort, what you guys are doing right now, to show up and be willing to suck at it. Be willing to be like, oh man, I have so much other things to do, but I'm going to focus on this because I know if I could figure out how to make this freaking button connect to my Stripe bank account, I'm going to make some money. And if you guys just follow along and go through with this class, you're just going to figure it out. Okay. It's not hard, right? Just start small and you're going to see. So watch this. Okay. Now we have the shared hosting page. All right. Or this little Jeff, like a boss. All right. I've never edited a page like this. All right. Well, guess what? We're going to delete this page. All right. So delete it. All right. So we're going to delete this page. We don't need this page. So now if I refresh this page, watch what happens. Nothing. All we see is an index of our files. Okay. This is basically like, oh man, like, hey, I got nothing to display. I'm going to display the files. Okay. So do you see how we're moving things around? It's not scary. Play with it. Buy a new domain and break it. Don't be shy for $34. College is $34,000 a year. You know what I mean? Sometimes a semester. All right. So don't be shy to learn and break stuff and call it an investment in yourself. Okay. So check out this. Now we just deleted this file. It doesn't exist. All right. Well, guess what? Now we need to create a new one. Okay. So we're going to create the core foundation of a website. It's called, this is called an index.html file. Okay. This is just a website file. There's no backend code to it. It's just an HTML file. That's all. So you just type in over here on the left side, you're going to set new file, and you're just going to type in index.html. Okay. Take a deep breath, because this is the first time you've ever created code on this thing. All right. So here we go. All right. Now you see how we just created this file? What the heck? Now, what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you what this really is. You see how I just created a file? Well, guess what? If I go into my internet, like on my computer, right, I have a little folder called scripts. Well, guess what? I'm going to hit new folder, and I'm going to type in, what's my domain? My domain is called like attorney search near me. Okay. Boom. I'm not even that creative. Okay. Like it is what it is. Well, guess what? You see how I just created a folder? If I go back to this public HTML, if I go up one level, and you see how it says public HTML, this actually is, in coding world, this folder. Okay? That's what that is. So if I click this, now there's these two folders in here, but there's this index.html folder. Well, if I click on this index.html folder, you see how it just downloaded it right here? Boom, it just downloaded it, right? Well, if I go into my downloads, and I go into here, and it's this index.html, I'm actually going to bring it in my scripts, and I'm just going to put it in here, right? But it's called index 26 because I have 26 of those folders, right? I have 26 index folders, right? But really, this is what it is. All it is a folder on your computer. Don't be shy. All right, that's all it is. A folder on your computer with an index.html in it. It's empty right now. Okay, but watch. All right, so now here, right now, this is empty. So if I hit edit, I could edit this. And now if I hit refresh, watch this. It should be blank. Because look at it. It's blank. You guys agree? Right? Blank. If I just type in blank and I hit save, right, watch. Blank. See, it's blank. It should be blank. Right? Super simple. All right, do you guys see what we're doing? It shouldn't be scary. All right, it's blank. We just typed in blank. Okay, so this means this is where you insert the code to get it to go to the internet. If you guys go right now to attorneysearchnearme.com, right? If you guys go to this website, I'm just going to add it in the chat so you guys don't have to even search it because it's not ranking on Google yet. All right, if you guys go to that website and just type it in, you guys will see it is indeed blank. Okay. Okay. All right, so it's blank. Well, now let's add something. All right, so here's what we have. We have this code. My AI team codes things up. So if we go into view code right here, you can see it says doc type up top and it says HTML. Okay, cool. Right, I really don't know what that means, but that's awesome. All right, so here we go. And now this is all this code, right? There's 554 lines of code that my AI team wrote. Well, watch what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna hit come in here, and I could either hit copy code right here, or I could download the file and it will download the index.html file, or I could do what everybody else does and just copy it, right? Like this. I'll just drag it all the way down, right? And I'll just hit copy, Control, Command C. Like a boss, Command C, or right click for you noobs, right? Oops. Command A, right click, copy. All right. And now watch. If I go into index page, you see where it's blank. I'm going to hit delete. And now I'm going to right click and I'm going to hit paste. 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 Save. You guys see that? Paste. Now watch this. You see where it's blank? Right now, watch this. You guys ready? 3, 2, 1. Boss website done. Do you guys see that? Look at this. I could type in Las Vegas. Personal injury. Do you guys know what's crazy? I want to show you guys something. Do you guys know who Bob Proctor is? Anybody in here know who Bob Proctor is? Right, Bob Proctor did pass, God rest his soul. Right, Radio Jameson. Right, so I went to a Bob Proctor event. Okay, I'm not joking. I went to a Bob Proctor event probably 12 years ago. It was my very first introduction to entrepreneurship. And literally, Bob Proctor is telling everybody on stage, I want you guys to dream big. I want you to have like an infinite mindset. I want you to imagine anything you could possibly imagine. And I'm over here like, I have a job. I was making at the time $666 a week at an ammo company, right? I was making $666 a week. And I'm like, what if I could just make $5,000 a month? $50,000 a month. I was like, that's big, right? That's so big. I could live in a mega mansion with $50,000 a month. And I'm like, I wrote it down on my piece of paper and I'm visualizing it. And I look over to my left, and you guys know who was sitting to my left? This really buff guy, this really old man. He's had gray hair. He was really freaking handsome. And I'm talking, man, this guy was goals for when I'm 65, 70. And I look at the guy, all right, and I say, I'm talking to everybody because I like talking to people, and I say, what's your goal? And he goes, I want to be a billionaire. Oh, you want to be a billionaire? Oh, really? That's cool, man. Hey, you're really dreaming big. Like, that's cool. I wish I want to be a billionaire. Like, I don't even set my goals that high because that's not even in the cards for me. I'm on welfare. You know what I mean? Like, billionaire. Yeah, good luck, bro. All right. Do you guys know who was sitting next to me? Because that guy walked on stage at that Bob Proctor event, and he has been in the audience for over 12 plus years learning Bob Proctor. And I would tell you what, that guy's nearing $1 billion. This guy right here, Lloyd Baker, was sitting next to me at that day saying he wants to be a billionaire. This guy is one of the top injury lawyers in Las Vegas, right? 4.8 stars. This guy's a billboard lawyer. If you drive down Las Vegas Boulevard in the Strip, you will see his ads for trucking accidents and motorcycle accidents with his big shining face on it. It reminds me that there's other people out there that their goals of being a billionaire make mine look small. And all of a sudden, I can be this guy's benefit. One day, I hope this guy says, hey, Jeff, here's a $500 million for your website. Because guess what? You get me more sales than any other site on the internet. Because guess what? I came up one of the top first on your site. And I'm going to track that. I'm going to make it where he could buy a little star next to his name and pay monthly. Because guess what? You got $1 billion? Dang, let me help you get some leads. How are you doing that? Oh, you're an attorney lawyer. Dang, I must be in the right niche if I help someone like you. You know what I mean? There's some things, if you sell something to people that have money, life gets way easier. You're not trying to hustle a guy that has no money. Dog, even if he wants the product, he can't cash the check. But this guy, oh, you have $1 billion? Oh, I bet you he could afford $10,000 a month. I bet you. At least, dude, at least he has 7 billboards on Las Vegas Boulevard. I guarantee you, this guy can cut a check for $10K to put a star next to his name. You know what I mean? I'm not trying to just show you guys how to quickly deploy software on the internet. I want you guys to be able to update this forever so you guys could ultimately build a massive website. Do I want you guys to go after attorneys? Do it. Don't be shy. There's freaking enough money for each other. These guys go for $100 to $500 a click from Google. I want to see if that's true. You know what I mean? Prove me wrong, Google. Prove me wrong. This ad space should have his face on it. That's what I'm trying to sell. You know what I mean? If it works, dude, in 4 to 5 years, if this works and I have these guys buying my top spot like they're buying the billboards, do you know how exciting that will be? And guess what? This site, you guys can see I'm creating it right in front of you. It's not like I'm spending days and hours. I'm actually building this software. I have a crypto guy that hired me. I'm building massive amount of software right now. This is just one of the things I'm doing. And I can't, it's hard to sleep sometimes because I'm so excited about what I can build. You know what I mean? Like, look at these guys. They're excited for me. You know what I mean? They're all these guys are happy to pay me. Look at them. He's happy to pay me. These guys are going to be happy to pay me. I can't wait. You know what I mean? Like, this is what I'm going to keep pushing for. And guess what? I'm going to create more sites like this. You guys, this is my second site, search near me. I'm not even trying to be creative. You guys can take my idea too. I don't care. Or make your own stuff, whatever it is. This is just me proving out the idea. Can this work? Can I get paid in more niches? How do I make this streamlined, fast, and efficient? This is the way I'm doing it. All right. And so I'm showing you guys. All right. Enough with the motivational speech. Let's dive in. All right. So here we go. So now you guys see this code. Well, what is this? Well, now if I hit save changes, I could copy this. Well, watch this. If I go into, right, if I go into this attorney search near me and I right click on this, okay, I want to show you guys this. If I just, who has used Cursor, okay? Who has used Cursor, right? Cursor is such a fantastic tool. Highly encourage you guys to use Cursor because a lot of times I built my AI team. It's not the best tool for what we're trying to do long term. It doesn't mean it can't work and you can't finagle it and it can't do it. However, when you're trying to do certain different things and connect to, it's just, I'm going to show you, it's a different thing. This is not just better than my AI team. It's 10 times better. Oh my God, it's so good. All right, so here we go. Cursor, baby. All right, now we go open folder. Okay, so what is a folder? This is why I wanted to show you guys what a folder is. So if I go into scripts and I go into attorney search near me, you see how it pops up #1 on Google? I mean, #1 in my folders. That's what I'm trying to do, baby. All right, we click on attorney search near me and I hit open. Well, let me show you guys. This, you see how it just opened and I have this index.html script? This is the code. If I hit paste, this is it. You see how this is the code right there? Boom. This is the same code that I have right here. That's it. Same code. Super easy. Okay. The same code. Now I can hit save and it's on. It's the same one. Well, but now Cursor has knowledge of my code. I'm working with my code here, baby. So now here's what we do. I remember somebody talked on the thing. They said they don't know how to talk to the AI in here yet. Because if you look, there's no beautiful little button. It looks like you just have to start coding in here. Well, that's hard. I don't know if you guys are on a MacBook or if you guys are on a Windows, but you need to figure out how to do the button. But on a MacBook or a Mac, if you hit command, right? Let me show you guys the screen. If you guys hit this little button, it says command, right? Command L. Watch what happens. Boom. It pops up this little chat window. That's it. That's how you use the software. Okay. Like that's how you use the software right there. Okay. It pops up the little chat and now you can chat with this. It codes and chats. Okay. Like it codes and chats. This is where you chat with it. This is how you talk to it. Just like you're talking to me, you talk to this. Okay. That's it. Now watch this. Okay, so here's what we want to do. I want to say I could ask anything. Well, if you see right here, you see how it says current file? This is really powerful. I could hit this little X, I could hit the clear file, and I could also hit add context, okay? You see how it has little context? Sometimes you need the AI to have multiple context of multiple files. And I say that on a regular basis. Because here's the thing, my AI team, if you look at it, this code essentially just has access to this code. That's it. It doesn't have access to all of your code on your software, okay? So this is why Cursor is so important, because you could give Cursor just the software pieces, the code pieces that you need, okay? And what do I mean by code pieces is right now we just have an index.html file. Well, over time, you're going to see that you could build more code and like have more files because your website isn't just an index.html. It's also a login. It's also all of this, right? So let's just start, which is actually a lot. Let's just start with a sign up and a login page. Okay. Sign up and a login page. Like it's as crazy it is. You need to start small. And sometimes that's like, I just want to let you guys know, okay, I have a crypto client right now. Okay, they paid $3,000 to build the software. Well, I told them it's going to take about 30 days and about to build the software, right? Just because I could build software in 2 seconds doesn't mean I'm going to build software for everybody in 2 seconds. I need to sleep, right? So there's still time that I still need to do things. So here's the thing. That first 2 weeks, 1 week, the first 1 week is actually me setting up the login and database. So if I charge somebody $3,000 a month, the first week is setting up logins. Maybe the first 2 weeks sometimes is setting up the login. So understand this is a $1,500 skill at the very least to learn. Don't downplay a sign up and a login. Okay, if you create a sign up and a login, you could make my account different from your account. You know what I mean? You could make it where I could pay for my stuff and you could pay for your stuff, and it will never conflict. You have to start there. All great software starts there. Okay, login. Well, if you see right now, this website, if I go to attorneysearchnearme.com, well, it doesn't have a login anywhere. There's no login. Okay, so I need to make a login. Okay, well, how do we do this? So now we're in Cursor. So watch this. I love Cursor. Okay, you need to learn how to talk to AI. If you're going to learn how to code, you could either do this. You could learn how to code. You see all these crazy little like documents and HTML lines and and it has a little like, I don't even know what this bracket is. I call it an alligator. Like, you have to learn how to do this, or you need to learn how to talk to AI. And if you're shy or if you're too scared, like, get over it. Like, you're going to figure it out. You know what I mean? This is the future of software development. I'm telling you, this is going to blow your mind. I don't know how to code any of this, but this is going to code it up for in a second. So here it says, ask anything. Well, here's what I could do. I'm going to say, can you, okay, can you, every great thing starts with can you. All right, can you do stuff? Can you, I'm actually a little nervous to say, all right, so what do we want to do? All right, what do we want to do? We want to create a login. All right, so without overwhelming myself with too much things to do, I want to say, can you add a login and sign up to the header that looks super awesome. That's it. And professional. Fashion. I like that. All right, because we're talking about lawyers. Okay, they're going to care about professionality. I don't, but they do. All right, so here we go. Next. All right. Is there anything else I want to talk to the AI? Is there anything I want to say to the AI? Is this a great word to say? Add a login and sign up to the header that makes look super awesome and professional. Yes. Now, here's the thing. The AI sometimes will make extra pages for you. And if you're not ready for that, you kind of gotta let that know. Okay, so I'm not ready for that yet. So I'm just going to say, don't make any new pages. Make any new pages yet. Okay, yeah, because I'm not ready for that. And I'm just going to hit enter. And it's going to say, I'm going to add a stylish login section to the header. Here are the necessary changes. Now, if you guys notice this right here, you see how if you guys use ChatGPT or like ChatGPT and you guys ever coded with that, it's gonna basically, if you send in your code and then it does this, here's your necessary changes, and then it gives you your output. You agree? Here's your output. It's beautiful. Here's like everything that you need, and then you have to sit here and you have to copy and paste this. Okay, you have to copy and paste this into your code. Well, I don't know how to do that. All right, that's hard and confusing for me, and I don't know how to do all that all the time, and I mess that up more times than you could imagine. Okay, so I'm not about that life. So here's why I love Cursor. What you can do, you see this right here in this little chat. You see this little apply button. I love this button. Watch this. I'm going to click it. Watch this. You see that? You guys see that? So here's what this does. This thing scrolls through. It just happened lightning fast, but normally this is what happens. It scrolls through this entire code. It scrolls through this entire code like this, boom. And the green it adds and the red it takes away. Okay? The green it adds, and the red it takes away. And now it gives us this option up here to accept and reject. And I want you guys to be very careful with this, because if you hit accept, it's going to delete the red and add the green. It's going to do exactly what it's saying. Now, sometimes you need to be really careful because it's not perfect. And sometimes the entire code is red besides one little thing that's green. So you need to make sure that it's not deleting everything in accident, because sometimes if I just hit reject, because if it does that and I hit apply again, it will fix it. Okay, I just want to let you guys know that little bug and hiccup before you guys ever travel down this road. Okay, so because sometimes there's times and I'm like, oh my God, where's all my code? Like, I just deleted everything. Now, if you do that, it's not the end of the world. You see, if I hit accept, watch this. If I go to timeline, timeline now has a timeline of this entire file. So if you mess up, you can go back, which is really nice. And you can see the different history. You can see what it used to look like, and you can see what it is now. Okay. And you can right click it and you can hit restore contents. All right. Like, or select for compare or revere and find it, whatever you got to do. Okay. If I hit restore contents, restore. Oh God, I'm back, baby. The world is not ended with my code. The reason I show you this is because I have went down this and it's like, dude, I have messed it all up. Okay. So I just want to let you guys know. Now, the other part is I love having a server, because guess what? You see how my server still has my code? A lot of times I use my server as a place, as like a vision. If sometimes I mess up and I publish it and then I'm like, oh, dang, I just broke everything. You see this little back arrow? There's two little back arrow and then there's four arrow. Click the back arrow and I hit save. Watch this. It's blank again. You see this? It's fully blank. So if I'm like, oh man, I just messed up. Oh no, I made an error. Well, guess what? You could hit go forward or go back, go forward. And this is like a versioning too. Okay. Like, it helps to know where your versioning is, because when you're coding like this is where the human part is in. The AI is not going to replace that. Sometimes, I'm not joking, the AI will get stuck in a loop because it made an update. And then now you have to, it's easier to go back than it is to try to go forward with that crappy update that it did. Because the crappy update will send you in a loop for weeks. I'm not joking, okay? So the reason what I'm talking about, you guys see this map scraper? The other day, I added search history. So now you could see all your history, right? Every time you search for all the cities, you could see all your history. And now you could see the results. But you guys see how if I do this little 10-page, 10 per result, and I go to 25, watch this. You see how I cannot scroll right here? There's not a freaking scroll. No matter how hard I scroll, it drives me nuts. The AI, no matter how much I tell it, it won't update this thing. I'm going to just go back to a previous version before I ever added this look and then have it where it scrolled, because it used to work. I'm just going to fix it. So whatever the code did, it's just not working now, but that's all right. I'll fix it. All right. So there is times that you need to like slap it around, right? So like you got to fix it. All right. So here we go. So now we're back into this index.html, and I don't have, if you notice right here, I don't have our little login. However, this new code, if I hit apply, I could accept these changes, boom. And then now look, if I hit Control A, Command A, okay, Command A is copy all. All right, I use this often, Command A. And then Command C is, or Command A is select all, Command C is copy all, okay? I use that often, super fast hotkeys. And now if I go into my index.html file, watch this. Command A again, select all, Command V now, which is paste, copy, paste. That's all I'm doing. Copy, paste really fast. How about? All right, and now I'm going to hit save changes. And now we're going to go back to the turning page. And like a boss, we have the ugliest login you've ever seen in your entire life. Ew, what is this? What the heck is this? It's so gross. All right. All right, bro. What? Like, it's like the ugliest buttons. This is so
But it
embarrassing.
worked. But it worked.
It works. But it works. All right, bro.
Sometimes
Those
the AI
are-
likes to
Those
be
are
doing
the
something.
ugliest buttons I have ever seen in my entire life. All right, entire life. Can you just make it text? Like, just make it text. Like a text at least. Ew. Like, dog. This is disgusting. Like, I'm so embarrassed for you guys to even see that. All right, look. So it updated, and now I can hit apply. Now watch this. You see how much it deleted? It deletes the code that is not necessary. You're not sitting there copying and pasting it back and forth. That part is what I find Cursor is revolutionary. And now I can hit accept. I could copy this. I could come over into my index.html file, Control A, paste. Let's see how it did. All right, that's the wrong site. Refresh this bad boy. Boom. Look at that. Much better. Like, so much better. Log in, sign up. Like, it even added this little, like, cute little under thing, right? Like, that's what I'm talking about, baby. Okay. I like it. All right. So it's professional. It's clean. I dig it. All right. So here's what you see how we can make changes with this, and we can update our thing live instantly. We have full control of the code. This is the power. Now we have buttons. Now, if I click on the button, nothing happens because it's done exactly what we've told it to do. Okay. Now let's create the pages to make the button happen. All right. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to create a cursor page. We're going to go in here and watch this. I'm going to click this little new chat. Okay. Anytime I create new chats often because I don't like having the whole chat involved. You know what I mean? I like just strictly focus. This is the skill. Make it clean. All right. If you just have this long, ridiculous chat, like every new, like, you guys know how, like, you in school, you guys were taught, like, if you have a new like a sentence, or if you have a paragraph, and then inside that paragraph, if you start a new topic, you're supposed to start a new paragraph. Almost like this. You have a new topic, you almost want to start a new sentence, right? Like a new chat. Okay. So here's what I'm doing. So in this indexing thing, I want to say, using this branding, okay? I want to stick with my same branding. This might be what I really like, okay? I really like the same branding, okay? Using this branding, here's what we want to do, okay? This is it, baby. This is it. Using this branding, I want to create a brand new sign up page. Okay. Keep it super simple with name, email, phone number. Let's see, attorney, email, phone number, and password. Okay. And like a drop down to show who they are, and who they are, and, you know, like if they're the attorney, like all that stuff. Okay. Who they are. Okay. I think that would be good. All right. Using this branding, I want to create a brand new sign up page. Keep it super simple with name, email, phone, and password. And like a drop down to show who they are. Now watch this. Okay. This is the part that, like, we want to actually start building our database. Okay. So now we actually need to tell the AI what we're using as a database. Okay. Well, let me show you guys. Inside here, Okay. I want you guys to take a deep breath because this is, once you guys do this, you guys can watch this 100 times in the future because every single time you guys set up a database, it's going to be the exact same. Okay. Through this process that I'm going to show you guys right now. All right. So here we go. Okay. So I have a cPanel server. Okay. cPanel server, like a boss. cPanel server. I have a cPanel server. And I have never set up a database before. I'm kind of nervous. Not gonna lie, I'm kind of nervous. Can you help me? Help me set it all up, and give me all the needed code. All right, needed code. All right, please use as little, please only use the needed files to make it all happen. Like a boss. All right, cool. So this is our prompt. You can see some people are a little scared thinking that you talking to the AI is coding. That is not coding, right? Talking to the AI is you talking to the AI in however you so choose to talk to the AI. If you mumble, slang, if you don't know how to talk, if you want to say like a boss, you could say however you want. Just get your message across to the AI properly. That's it. Just give it context of what you're doing, okay? And then I'm going to hit enter. And now watch. It's going to say, I'll help you create a simple sign-up system. You need 2 files. A sign-up page and a PHP script to handle it. You're absolutely right. That's all we need. Okay. So here we go. All right. So handle the database operation. First, let's set up the database through cPanel. Oh, okay. Some people, here's what's so wild. Some people will literally go out and be like, Jeff, I don't know how to do this part. I've watched hundreds of YouTube videos on how to do this, and I don't know how to do this. Why are you not asking AI and following the instructions? Like, it just told you, step 1, log into cPanel. All right? I'm logged in. Okay. What next? All right. So just blindly follow, right? The other day I was going to the airport to drop my mom off, and literally I got lost, and I was like, dude, guys, like this is the AI, like the maps was telling me to go some other way, and I'm like, this is not the way I normally get to the airport. And you know, I was like, you know what? I'm gonna just blindly trust the AI. Like, if it tells me I'm going to this way, I'm gonna go this way. If it tells you to do that, let's just blindly trust to do this. Okay. All right, let's just log into our cPanel, and it says find MySQL databases. Okay, I'm going to go down here. I'm going to log in, and I'm going to come down here, and I'm going to say, it says find MySQL databases. Oh, hey, like Blue's Clues? Blues, we have a clue. Here it is, baby. All right, MySQL databases, baby. Let's go. All right, so I found it. Woohoo! All right, next, I found it. What next? All right, okay, it says next. Okay, I'm on a roll. All right, so it says create a new database, e.g. attorney database. Attorney DB. All right, attorney DB. So I come in here and it says create new database. All right, I love when the AI says exactly what I'm looking for. Bingo. All right, and then I come in here and it says create it. I'm going to paste it. Attorney _database. Create new database. All right. All right. Oh my God, I did it. Added the database at top EB attorney. Nailed it. All right. So I do want to let you guys know. Let's see. Sometimes you guys want to, and I say sometimes, I mean always. I'm going to stop sharing my screen because I have my notes. I'm going to create a brand new note. All right. So sometimes you want to create a note to make sure you keep all of this information basically public, right? So I'm gonna share it because I don't care if you guys see boom, I don't care if you guys see the entire screen because I'm gonna update this later. Boom. But I at least didn't want you guys to see all my crypto notes. All right, cool. So now we have this and we have our notes. All right, so here we are. So what we want to do is as we go through this process of setting up our cPanel, we're going to actually want to save the information. Okay. We want to give this AI information to the AI. Okay. So what we're going to do is I'm going to go back into here and it says create a new user. That's the next step. Step 4, create a new user with a strong password. All right. Strong password. Okay. So I'm going to come in here and I'm going to scroll down. I don't see anywhere. It says modify database, current databases, MySQL users, add new user. Bingo. Nailed it. All right. So I'm going to add new user and I'm going to say, add new user. Like, do I just make up anything? I can make up anything. I'm going to say Jeff, the user. All right. And then a password. Okay. My password. All right. I'm not very good at password. Generate password. Okay. Generate password. Generate password. Okay. Next. I have copied this password in a safe place. I lied. Oh, wait. I'm actually going to do this. All right. So now it's going to say database password. Okay. And now I'm going to say database password. And I'm going to save this in my notes because you're going to need that. Okay. And now I did that so I could check that without being a liar. Okay. And now I'm going to say create user, just like it said, step 4. Okay. Boom. Step 4, like a boss. Okay. Now what next? Add the user to the database with all privileges. Okay. Okay. What does that mean? So I'm going to come in here and it says add new user. And then it says, I'm going to scroll. It says add user to database. All right. This isn't that bad, right? It's a couple steps. It's a little scary, super nerdy, but you can do it. All right. So add user to database and we're going to hit add. Okay. Cool. Oh, and it says, what's this? I don't understand what this page says. I'm going to go back to cursor and it says add the database to with all privileges. Okay. All privileges. That's easy. Okay. Look, and it says user. Here's my username. So I'm going to copy this information. You see how it says user and database? I'm going to copy that information. You guys don't copy that because this is mine, but you guys are supposed to copy that for your guys' only stuff. Okay. Because this is like, just act like you can't see this. Okay. So now I'm going to hit make changes. And now I added that. All right. Well, what next? All right. That says next. Okay. What's next? All right. And now it says, here are the 2 files you need. Okay. I got 2 files now. All right. That's a little scary, but I got 2 files. So what does this mean? Okay. So you see how it is? It says, here are 2 files you need. So now we're going to go somewhere else. You see how it says signup.html? I'm going to hit copy this, but I'm going to hit apply. And check out what Cursor just did. Cursor on the left-hand side created a new file called signup.html. Do you guys see that? And then here's all the code. Boom. And I could hit accept. All right. So now what happens? Well, that means if I actually show you guys what just happened in here, nothing happens in here, but I have to go file. And if I go, I could either drag this file into, right? I could go over here and I could hit upload and I could upload this file, right? So I could drag the file over here and I could go signup.html. Boom. Now I just uploaded this file. Now watch what happens. If I go to attorney, check out this. Look how fast this is. If I go to attorney.com/signup.html, watch this. We got a sign up, baby. All right, we have a sign up. Now we have a little, this is live, right? You guys could sign up. It's probably not connected to my database yet because I have to go to step 2, okay? So now we just created this page on our server. You see that? Boom, client seeking legal help, attorney. Legend. Check out this. I can see, are you an attorney or are you a client seeking legal help? Because if you're a client seeking legal help, boom, now I can make it where you can get connected with somebody, all this cool stuff. All right, so now we have this. And now we go to cursor and now I scroll down. What's the next step? Now we have process signup.php. Okay. All right. All right. All right. All right. We're doing something. All right. Well, look, check out this. It says here's our little local host, attorney database, all of this information. Well, check out this. I don't actually have process this. I don't have this thing on my website yet. So if I hit apply, watch this. It's going to apply and it's going to accept. Well, I'm also going to tell this is what my thing is. So you see how it says all my username? Well, I could actually update this. Username, here's my username. I could update this like this. and I could update the name right here. Or if you guys want to update this, or I could literally just say, I could come in here and I could say, here's my info, update this. Okay, so I could just say, here's my database info. Okay, and then I just tell it. And then right here, it's literally says, here's your database info. Let me update it for you. Okay, and then I could hit apply and you could see it just updates this info right here. Okay, and then I hit accept and then magic, it's updated. All right, so that is how you could update this. Okay, so now I'm in here. Well, now I have my process.signup page. This is this. Well, I have to add this PHP code to my server. Okay, so what does this mean? How do I add this this is the way I like to do it. I like to go to file and I like to, whatever this file is called. So it's called process_signup. I'll just add this link, right? process_signup.php. And I'll add it. And then I'll say, boom, it's right here. And I'll click edit. And now I could copy all in my cursor code and I could paste it right here. Bam, paste. Oops, I don't know. I hit a keyboard shortcut. Oops. All right, boom, paste. And this just connects my code here, okay? So here is now my code. Well, now I have my code here. Well, check out this. If I go to my next step, here's my next step. Let's follow each step, okay? Now it says database table creation SQL. If you guys don't know what this is, let me show you guys. This is why I like using cPanel Server. All right. If I go into here and I go into cPanel, into here, let me show you guys what this database actually looks like. Okay. If I go into here and now we go into PHP My Admin, I could click on this. Okay. It's going to redirect us to our actual server. This is what a server is. This is where you can actually store data. Well, what does data mean? Data is all the user information, right? So when somebody actually comes to this page and signs up, we need to actually have their full name. We need to actually have their email, their phone number. Are they a client seeking help or are they an attorney? Then their password and then their confirmed password. This all needs to be in place. That needs to be stored into a database, okay? So watch this. If we go into the instructions right now, you see how it says database creation SQL. I want to show you guys this. As long as you guys know where to insert this, you guys are going to know how to use this. All right. So if I could say copy, I could copy this code, right? Or I could just copy this, right? Here's what it says. It says to set this up, first go to create the database and go into the user cPanel. Create the table by going into my PHP admin, which is what I clicked on. Selecting your database. Okay. So we're going to go back into here. We're going to select our database, which is this one, attorney database. Okay. Right? So did you guys see this? Let me show you guys. Basically, I came in here and I came on and I clicked on PHP My Admin. And then I'm in here. I clicked on my new database. Okay. And now it says select your database and then going to the SQL, paste and run the create table command. Okay. So I'm going to go to SQL up top and watch this. This is so freaking cool. If you guys ever built databases before, I love this. I'm just going to come in here and I'm going to hit copy paste. Boom. And what this is doing, it says create table users, and then it's going to say all of the tables, all of the information. I'm going to hit go. Okay. And look what it just did. It literally just created us the database table in 0.003 seconds. It created us the entire name, email, phone number, user type, password, database structure for us. Okay. Now let's go back into here and let's see. It says update your database connection with process sign up with your actual credentials. Upload both files to your server, which is what we did. Test the sign up form by accessing sign up HTML through your browser, which is what we have. And then remember to keep all this, right? So keep your credentials secure. So you guys definitely shouldn't have my credentials. Verify email if needed. All right, now watch this. Okay, so here we go. Let's check if this works. Now we have a sign up. I'm a little nervous, right? So we have a sign up. I'm just going to hit refresh because we just added some files to the server. All right, sign up, and I'm going to go to full name, and I'm just going to add my name, number, select your role. I'm a client seeking legal help. Password, I'm going to create my password. Look, it already like blacks it out. Isn't that cool? And then I'm going to hit sign up. Let's see what happens. 404 because we haven't set up the next page, right? But let's check this out. If I go back into my server and I refresh my database, did it work? Please tell me it worked. Boom, baby. Let's go. You see this? Ah, yes. All right. So look, I now have my first user login. You can see I have a record. It says name, Jeffrey. That's my name. Didn't wear it out. I have last name, my email address. I have my phone number, user type client. So now I could direct the user to certain client areas. Okay. Now the client gets a certain dashboard than the listing agents. You know what I mean? And then I have a hashed password. You see that? Look, nobody could hack my password. Nobody could see what I just inputted. My password was way longer than this. It automatically fixes our password. Check. Now watch this. Now we need to actually create a login page. Okay? So watch this. Cursor. We come into cursor. This is it. Okay, this is it. You see how we're in cursor now? And cursor here, it has different, you could add these different files, okay? So here's what I want to do. I'm going to create a new chat. You see this? Because that all works. It works. Now I'm in the index.html file. So here's what I want to do next. I want to make it, when I go to my index.html file, it knows, one, to go to the sign up page, and two, that I'm logged in. That's it. I want it to say, hello, Jeffrey, and then click here to go your dashboard. You know what I mean? Up at the top. That's what I want. Okay, so here's what I want. All right, I'm going to come in here, and this is what's really important. You see how it says index.html and this little plus sign? I'm going to click on the plus sign, and I'm going to add more files to the AI so the AI has complete knowledge of all the necessary files. Okay? That's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to hit process. I'm going to have the process sign up. And I'm also going to have the sign up.html. Okay? So here's what I'm going to say. Okay? So I'm going to say, I just created a sign up. And I want to make sure on the home page, it knows that the user is signed in and welcomes them by name, okay, with a link to the dashboard, to their dashboard, their personal dashboard. I haven't even created it yet, but I'm going to do it. Dashboard and a dashboard and a logout. Okay, because login, logout features are necessary. Okay, those are the two features that you need to make sure you have: login, logout, and then log in, which we haven't created. We created a sign up and then a login. Okay, we haven't done those yet. We're going to create them soon. I just created a sign up, and I want to make sure that the homepage knows that the user is signed in and welcomes them by name with a link to their personal dashboard and log out. Okay. All right. Add only the needed files, please. The reason I say add the only needed files is because sometimes the AI will add all the unnecessary files. So you just know that. All right. And over time, your code will just grow so incredibly large that it just is cray-cray. Okay, so here we go. I just created a sign up, and I want to make sure that the homepage, it knows that the user is signed in and welcomes them by name with a link to their personal dashboard and a logout and a logout. I'm just going to also say logout, also hiding the sign up and log in links. Okay. Add only the needed files, please. Enter. All right. You guys learning a lot? Does this help? Does this show you guys that you guys can
Super epic.
Yeah? You digging it, Jameson?
Super epic, man. This has answered so many of my questions in regards to getting stuff to correspond and making sure it's interesting, like that you can upload like multiple files and say, this is my dashboard. This is my, like, now I was talking about doing like a social planner and things of that nature. Like, I feel like I could super easily accomplish this at this point. So,
What's up, man? That's what's up.
how do we create an error? How do we do an error log? I don't want to tangent, but maybe that might be something for a later class. But I'll stay on as long as you want to stay on, man. I really appreciate you.
If you ever get something that's not working and you're struggling like that and you need to create an error log, we'll literally say that, right?
Yep. Yeah.
And it's going to output magically the error log inside your file area. Okay. And now here's what's cool. You can tell, depends on what your error log is. When you think of error log, there's error logs in your code, but you could also say, when I get an error, send me an email. You know what I mean? If my code ever gets an error anywhere, send me an email and just implement this and it will do it. You know, like it's wild. Like you're going to learn over time what to say, how to say it. You see how like I said, only add the necessary files. You're going to know how to say those things and you're going to see. I'll add a little error log when we create the login on that too for us. So here's what it says. It's going to say first, create a session handler. Okay. Session handler makes it. This is something that's very regular. I want to manage my sessions between all of my pages, right? So if I just create this once, it's going to manage it. So I can hit apply and you're going to see it says session start over here. Okay. Session start PHP. Okay. So I'm going to hit accept. And now anytime I have this new file over here, I always add that new file on my server. Okay. That's just my process. Okay. So I'm going to come in here on my cPanel server. I'm going to either upload my own where I just come in here and upload if I don't want to spell it, or you could literally spell it like we did. Okay. So I'm just going to come in here, session start, click and drag like a mouse. All right. And it's going to upload. And you can see if I go back, my session start session.php is indeed in my file area where I just uploaded it. Okay. So if I come in here, now it says this, create the session handler, update the login process. Okay, so I'm going to click on process login and I'm going to hit apply. All right, you can see it just updated this entire code. Okay, so, all right, so I'm going to hit reject and I'm going to make sure this is correct. Okay, so I'm going to hit apply again. All right, that's actually not the one. I'm going to hit reject. All right, I'm going to make sure it's this one. Okay, so does this fully work? Apply. It's called process login. Update the login process. Very interesting. My add the logout handler. So you see how it kind of process login, process sign up, but this is the process login. You know what? I'm going to blindly trust the AI. I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to blindly trust the AI. Okay. So I'm going to hit accept. All right. Okay. So I'm going to hit accept. All right. All right. So it says process login and it says apply. And it just made me a new page. So, all right. So it's process login and I'm going to come in here and I'm going to add that new file. I'm a little nervous, but I'm going to. All right. So over here. Sometimes when you start to add a lot of files, I get a little nervous. All right. So we go into our scripts. That one was attorney search and that was process login. All right, cool. All right. So now we're back. We have our next one, update the login process. All right. Add a logout handler. Okay. Logout.php. I expect that. Okay. So now we go to the apply. You can see it says logout.php. Nailed it. All right. So we have logout.php. I'm just going to show you. A lot of times you can just come in here and go log out .php, PHP, create new, and then you just go to edit, super easy. And then you can just paste this code, okay, just like this. That does the same thing as uploading those files, okay? So now we go here to cursor, update the header section in your index.html file. Okay, if you say so, I'm going to hit apply. Here's the welcome text, apply. I'm making sure there's not too much red, but I'm going to hit accept. All right. Now it says rename your index.php file, your index.html file to index.php and add this, apply. Okay, so now look, you see what I mean, how it just did this? It automatically like created this. I'm going to hit reject. It says do this first, rename it to index.php. The reason why is because sometimes when you need code to talk to each other, PHP is really powerful for that. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to come in here and I'm going to rename this one into .php. All right, and I'm going to hit rename file. And I do want to let you know, if I just go to this page, the HTML works just fine. Okay, so don't be shy. The HTML just works fine. If you don't know what I'm talking about, and that sounds Chinese, right? Just know that this is what we need to make this sign up and login process work. We need this index.php. So I could come over here and I could say rename, because what we do in here is what we do in the other one. And I'm going to say PHP. And it actually maps it to this file. So now when we hit apply, it's going to update this file. But look, you see how it just turns this whole freaking thing red? That is not what I want. Okay, bad, very bad. All right, I want to hit accept. Look, it's bad. It's doing this again. All right, so look, rename this, and it says add this to the very top. I just want to let you guys know. I'm just going to manually add this because, hey, I've worked with PHP once in my life before. That's all it does. That's all it is. All you're doing is manually adding the code to the top. So now I'm going to hit this. All right, and now it says these changes will start a session, attract and log in users, show a welcome message with the user login. And I'm going to come over here and I'm going to copy this information into my PHP. This is the index one, so I'm going to close this. And I'm going to open the index.php, edit, and I'm going to Control A, Control V. And we have our little PHP at the top, okay? Let me see. Let me make sure. Control A, Control C. Control A, Control C. All right, let's see if this works. All right, sometimes it doesn't work. I'm not going to lie. All right, I'm going to refresh. Does it all break? It doesn't break, but I'm not logged in and I'm not signed up. All right, so here's what we need to do. Now, the login module JavaScript should be updated to handle the server response, index.php. All right, let's see. Add this to your existing JavaScript. What's this? What's this? What's this nuts? What's this stuff? All right, so this is the extra JavaScript that we need. Okay, cool. Need to make sure to add that. Nailed it. Let's add that to the code. Let's make sure we update our server over here. Okay, bam. Save. Refresh. Is it logged in? Nope. Okay, because we haven't created a login yet. Okay, so now here's what we're going to do. I want to create a login page because we don't have a login page yet. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say, we have my index.php file. I'm also going to go to this. You need my process.signup file over here. Okay. So you need the process signup file, and then you need the signup.index file. Okay. So what I'm going to say is, I'm going to say, can you make me a matching login page that, okay. Login page that I also kind of need. Let's see. So process login. You also need the process login stuff. Okay. So boom, process login up here, right? So can you make me a matching login page that works 100%, 100%, and if the user is logged in shows a personal welcome message and a button to log out or go to dashboard, okay, or search for new attorney, because that's what my site's about, okay? Attorney, however you spell attorney. All right. Now we also need to give it access to the logout so it knows that there's the logout information, okay? So, boom. All right, so it has access to all of our files. Why isn't this showing? I'm going to say logout. Boom. It needs to add all of our files in here. Log out. Wow. What is this? Is this chat bugged? All right, I'm going to start a new chat over here. New chat. What is this madness? All right, so you also could do, here's what's really cool. If we go to attorney search, if you ever needed to have full context of your entire context, we can paste. We could also sit command enter, okay? And now it's just going to send our entire files in, so it has all knowledge of our files. Okay, I'm going to say only add the needed files, please. All right, and then I'm going to hit command enter. So it sends in searching files. You can see it sends in all of our files. I don't know why it didn't send in our login file, but hey. All right, create the login page. All right, we create the login page right here, login.html.
Code base.
What's that?
You could also do the @ sign and code base.
Oh, that's cool. @code base. Oh, that's what's up. That's cool as heck. Look at you, Austin. Did not know that. You're a legend. All right, so look, I could hit apply, and it's going to create me a login.html file. All right, if we do it on here, let's do it on our server also. So we come over here. I'm just going to do the faster way, which I could do upload and just drag the new file over. Login.html, slap that bad boy there. You can see if I instantly go to /login, login.html. Let's see if we have a login page. Bam, login. Create account, forgot password. I haven't even added that feature yet, but we'll figure that out next. All right, cool. So now we have a login. You can see how instantly we add it to our server. Now it says create the process login. All right, well, I kind of already have process login. Okay, so create the dashboard page. All right, I don't have the dashboard page yet, but I'm excited for it. Let me keep checking everything. Create the database configuration. All right, this thing didn't have my code knowledge fully in it. That's a bummer. Existing files, you'll need the login. Let's just see if I can log in. Boom. Page isn't working because I don't have a process login. Okay. Handle login request isn't working. Okay. So we haven't set up that second part. Process the login. All right. Create the process login. So here's what I'm going to say. I'm going to say, can you make sure it still works with my current code? All right. I'm just going to say that before I update it. And so it has access of my current knowledge. All right, let's modify it to work with your existing login process. Thank you. Cool. All right, so that's updating my login page because now it actually has knowledge of this page, which makes sense. All right, is good, but add a user, but let's add a user type check. All right, cool. So if we go here to the login.html, we shall hit apply. You can see it updates in here, login form. Cool. Login form process, login. Let's hope that this is correct. Process login accept. Okay. So this is my life, guys. This is going back and forth with the AI and updating these little files like this is pretty much what I do on a daily basis now.
So I got a quick question.
What you got?
Now you're working with the index HTML and the index.php. It's definitely not advised to have both of those on your server. The index HTML is always going to take precedence over the index.php. The server looks for the HTML version first, and if there's not an HTML version, then it goes to the PHP. Just wanted to say it before we got any more.
Nailed it.
Maybe
Yeah, I actually, so here's what it is. I renamed that index.php or that index.html to index.html or index.php on my server. So you see that how it's index.php now, and that's the only one that there is of the index. I have login.html and signup.html, but I don't have that PHP one there.
Oh, okay. All right.
And if you look at this, check out this. Jameson asked about error logs earlier. Well, it magically made us an error log, right? So if I click on this error log and I hit view, like it created us an error log by itself and basically said, hey, look, like you don't have this file here. It made us an error log just to give us this information, you know? I didn't even ask it to, it just magically made it 3 minutes ago for us. So sometimes it will just do it. But you can see it's thrown an error in the process log. So I can always give this to the AI and say, can you fix this? Okay. So let's just come up here and let's go into, okay, I kind of see how this is the login dot. Okay, there you go. Oh, I know. Let's see. This is the login.html. All right. So now we have the process dot login. So it's going to do the apply check. Nailed it. So we have a user type in here. Cool. So that might determine where they go. Create a dashboard that works with your existing system. So now I have a dashboard. Cool. All right. So we have a dashboard here. So if I come into my software, into my server, we can add new file called dashboard.php, and we can edit this, paste the code that the AI gave to us, and hit save. Okay. So now if we go into here, that's our dashboard. I don't know what that dashboard is going to look like yet, but I could see in a second. And then it says add a simple logout script, which we already actually have a logout script. Okay. So will all of this work now? So let's actually check. So let's go to here, login, HTML, password. All right. Login. Process login, unable to handle script, and let's check our error log, ladies and gentlemen, and see if we have a new error. So I can reload, and if you look, this error log, which it made for us, has a last modified. It says 1132. Okay, 1131. Right. So it literally gave us an error log, and this error log is up to date. Right. So it just gave us an error log. And I'm going to copy this error and I'm going to come back in here. Okay. And I'm going to say, so this has like process login and then it says login HTML. So I'm going to give it the needed files, process login and this, and I'm going to say, I got this error in my error log that you so nicely made me. That Jameson told it to make that I didn't even tell it to. So like a bomb. So all right, cool. So now it says this error occurs because of this is missing. All right. All right. So it says it's missing. Okay. So what we could do is we can connect and create it. Okay. So now it's going to accept. And this says DB connection. And we're going to come onto our server and we're going to make this new file. Okay. So you guys can see how a lot of times the code base actually grows quite a bit. Okay. Is there people that are better at managing these files than I am and without making your code base grow just crazy? Yeah, sure. However, this is what happens. Okay, so I'm going to paste it here. You can see all of our information. I'm going to have to make sure I change my password later. Place the file in the same as your directory, okay? And then it says the database credentials, which I found in your login, nailed it, okay? So now let's check. So if I go back, I go to login and I go here and I just type in my information, process login, true. It just said true. That's it. True. All right. That's it. All right, cool. True. Let's check. Will it welcome me by name? Yes, it welcomes me by name. Like I'm freaking so cool. Welcome, Jeffrey Caldwell. Dang, that's so freaking awesome. If I do I have a dashboard? I have a dashboard. Oh, that is cool. Do you guys see how cool this is? Like, am I the only one that sees this? All right, so does our logout button work? Logout button works. It sends us to the HTML, but let's go here and let's just go to this. And you can see we have a login sign up and it doesn't recognize that we're logged out, right? So if I hit login, does this, all right, so now, all right, now I'm getting excited. Now I'm getting excited. All right, so now we have the process line login. Okay, so can you make it go to the dashboard dashboard.php when successfully logged in? Okay, please. Woo! So exciting. All right, so now we have process login. I wonder if this handles our redirect. Yes, we'll modify the login page. Okay, so this is where it handles it. Cool. I didn't know. And now it says here, so we have login. I hit apply. You can see it's going to update any second. All right. So you see how there's like nothing it accepts, but like you apply. So sometimes like it just has to. All right. Maybe there's absolutely nothing that needs to update right there. Okay. So now we need to hit this and it says here are the cured changes. Now we need to hit apply. All right. So now let's try this one. Continue. Yes. All right. Sometimes you need to do all the steps. Okay. So now we go in here. Is it updating this? Why is it not updating this? Like, what's up? All right. Let's just check. All right. Maybe it did update it. Like, and I'm literally just not seeing this. All right. Dashboard, see, update, come here. Index. This was going to be our login page. Okay. So close this one out. This is our login.html, edits. Here, pow, paste, save changes, go back in here, login. Let's try this one more time. Oh, wait, our login and sign up pages buttons don't work on our main page. Okay. So now we go into our index.php. Okay. So, and I'm going to say, can you make the buttons for the login and sign up work, and go to login.php and sign up.php. All right. And you guys see how I'm adding the PHP right now to the software, right? And it has like little PHP. Well, I'm going to show you guys how to actually make it where we don't really need that part. Okay. So watch this. So now we're going to here, it's going to update the software. It's going to say here, if else do this, let's add the code. Since we're using them separate pages now. So we're going to go here. This adds the sign up. So nice. Okay. So it gets rid of the sign up module, which I didn't even know it had. And then it says, we'll remove all of this stuff and we'll have all of these. Cool. Except also rename your login HTML to update it, matching your styles. Oh, I forgot. It's going to have the login.php. That makes sense. Okay. So now we go here to our index.php and we update this code. Bam, update the code, hit save. And what I wanted it to do, the next thing it said is to make my login a login.php file. Okay. So I'm going to close this and login.php, refresh. Where's this refresh? Reload button. Okay. So we have login.html. We're going to rename this and it's going to be login.php. Okay. Boom. Now we're going to edit and edit. And now you can see if we want to also edit and update it in here, right? So because we're actually going to be calling that PHP not from now on. Rename, login.php, boom. And now we have this. All right. So if you see how this code up at the top, you see how it doesn't have the PHP, but this code down here, it does have the PHP. All right. So literally you can see the only difference is the PHP is slapped on top of the HTML. Okay. So if you guys ever are wondering like how to add PHP code, it's just slapped on top. Okay. So now I'm going to copy this and paste. And now our login page will be updated there. All right. And now it says update with matching styles. Scroll down to see if there's anything else we need to change. Similarly, rename your sign up page to sign up with the same process here. So process sign up. Okay. So process sign up. .php, it's telling us to update these because it's going to redirect to those correct pages. So we're going to hit apply. That didn't work at all. All right, so reject. So you can see right here where it says redirect to success, we could literally just update this. And I'm just going to say dashboard.php. Boom. All right. And I want to process sign up. I want to add this, update this code on here. So it's kind of cool how you like over time start to have full knowledge of your guys' database. You start to understand everything. You start to like, oh, okay, like this does this, this connects here, you know, like I could do this, you know? And so this one says also similarly rename your sign up page to signup.php. So we can do that too. So signup.html is not going to be called signup.php now or HTML anymore. It's going to be signup.php. All right. And I'm going to manually add that code because for some reason, sometimes it messes up. All right. And so now I'm going to go to signup.php and reload. Signup.html needs to be edited over here. Cancel, I mean renamed. And .php. So you can see like my AI team kind of only gives you guys HTML, but if you guys are using the like cursor, you learn how to use PHP because this stuff's wild. So that's going to paste and you set, you know. All right, cursor, copy all for our sign up and paste there. And there you go. Cursor, this change to replace this, make sure it's all included. Now we could test out the site. All right, so I'm going to hit login, refresh this, login. It sends me to login.php. Perfect. Does the sign up work? Signup.php. Perfect. I'm going to go log in. I'm going to log in right there. Dashboard.me, like a boss. Sweet. I'm going to see if I could go to the main page. Does it welcome me by name? It does. Can I go to the logout page and it show, does it log me in automatically? It redirects me. Nailed it. All right. What about the sign up page? Signup.php. Does it have recognition that I'm signed up? It redirects me. Awesome. Okay. So all my login, logout functionalities are like set up. All right. Like literally in 1 hour and 43 minutes, we set up all these functionalities. All right. That is insane. Okay. So next, we're not done. All right. We are definitely not done. All right. So here is another thing I want to show you guys. On sign up, we want to set up emails. Okay. I want to make it where somebody, when they sign up, I want it to send me confirmation in email. Okay. And why am I going to show you this right now? because soon you guys are going to want payments. Do you guys agree? Like you guys are going to want to accept payments and you're going to know when your users sign up and all this stuff. All right. So you're going to want to see all this information. So how do you set that up? It sounds scary. Okay. So here's what we're going to do. I'm going to go to cursor and I'm going to go to new chat and I'm going to say on my login page. Okay. So I'm going to go to sign up on my sign up page. Okay. I'm going to go to my sign up page and I'm going to say, I want to send myself an email on user sign up. And now here's the thing. This is why I want to show you guys, because I want you guys to remember this. I want to use PHP mailer. Okay. PHP mailer is the PHP code we need to handle emails. Okay. So I also am going to use emails a lot in the future. So make sure the code can be reused. Reused, please. Okay. I have never set up, it's a lie, but this is the truth, right? I've never set up this emailing on my cPanel server. Can you walk me through step by step, please? Okay.
You're missing the word email in your first sentence.
I want to send myself. I'll send myself an email. Thank you. And I'm going to put my email, caldwell.jeffrey90@gmail.com. You guys could sign me up for all the crazy things in the world you want. I don't care. That's my spam email. All right. I've had it since 10. All right. So I'll help you set up PHP mailer and create a reusable email system. All right. So check this out. So this is what it just told us to do. First, let's install PHP mailer using Composer in your project root directory. Run this. What the heck did you just say? All right. This is crazy. Step one is so large that it's like, I don't even know where to do this. Okay. So here, this is why I wanted you to show you guys this, because there are things that you need to do this exact thing, like setting up Stripe. You need to use this same process. This is why I want to show you this. Okay. So watch this. Now it says, how do this? I'm going to say, bruh, can you really, really break down step one for me like a noob, like a boob on in my cPanel? Okay. Please. It's brand new. And so am I. All right, here we go. All right, absolutely. Let's break down setting up a Composer like you're completely new to this. All right, so here's what's going to do. This is why. Step one, first access your cPanel server terminal. All right, log into your cPanel. Okay, so what we're going to do, we're going to log in to our cPanel. Okay, so we're going to come all the way over here. I'm going to close out a lot of this other stuff because you could get confused really fast if you don't focus. Okay. So, but this is how, like, sometimes I have like a bajillion tabs. This is how you get a bajillion tabs, because you need them. Like, all right. So I'm just trying to keep it organized for us for now. Okay. I'll even close this, even my server. Okay. So all we're dealing with is our cPanel. Okay. So I'm going to come over here and it's going to say step one, log into your cPanel, search for terminal or SSH access. All right. And I'm going to search here. I'm going to let you guys know right now, on a brand new cPanel server, you're not going to be able to find the word term. You're not going to be able to find it. Okay. So what it's going to do, you're going to have to go to the next step. It's going to say, if you don't see terminal access, you need to contact your host provider. I'm just joking. Okay. That's not what you have to do. All right. So you actually need to come in here and there it says this contact, it says manage shell, I believe. Okay. Let's explore this a little bit. Okay. It says manage shell. Okay. And then it says enable SSH access. And I'm going to hit yes. And you're just going to turn this little thing on. All right. And welcome to the terminal. All right. All right. So here we go. We're going to scroll down. Am I the only one that thinks this nerdy stuff is really, really that exciting? All right. So we're going to scroll down, and I do not see my terminal anywhere, but I'm going to refresh and act like it should be here any second now. All right. We're going to scroll down, and I am really scared. Where's the terminal? All right. Scroll down and terminal. Any second. Terminal. I swear there's a terminal down here. All right. Let's check this again. All right. Using SSH terminal preferred. Once in terminal, I don't see terminal. Using the file, contact or provider to enable SSH access. That's what I just did. All right, let's try this again. Let's try this again. Let's go back into manage shell. Enable. I just turned that on. Did it not load? Manage SS keys. Okay, here's my port, username. Let's go back to tools. All right, maybe it just didn't load. Okay. Hopefully that was it. Zone editor, terminal. Where is my terminal? Any second now. That is how you do it. I mean, there's absolutely nothing else that I could think of. What the heck? All right, let's try it again. All right, let's turn it off. All right, okay. All right, let's go back here. Let's turn it off. Let's go back in here and let's turn it off. All right. Manage SSS keys. Is that a thing? All right. Do we generate a key? I don't know what that means. So no. All right. So we scroll down here. And then we see terminal. Yes, we see terminal. You guys see it? Look, I see it. It just magically appeared. That was the longest. All right. So we see terminal now. All right. You guys see it? I see it. All right. We see terminal. Okay. So now we go into terminal. Okay. I see terminal. All right. So now it says, once in terminal, navigate to your, all right. So once in terminal. So click the terminal. So look at this. The reason why they don't, it says extreme caution. Extreme, because if you do this, you could destroy everything on your server with this terminal. Okay, so be careful. I understand and I want to proceed because I blindly trust in our Lord and Savior AI. I mean, Jesus Christ. I mean, so here we go. So we're in our terminal. So now it says, once in terminal, copy this. So CD public HTML. CD public HTML. Boom. We did it, baby. We did it. Next. And then it says make Composer available. Oh, wait, step 2. Install Composer. I'm gonna copy this. Come in. Install Composer. Watch this. It's downloading Composer. Success. We come back in here. Step 2, make Composer available globally. Oh, yes. Step 2, enter. We made Composer available globally. Step 3, create Composer JSON file. What? All right. We're just going to listen to whatever it says. All right, Composer JSON file. Step 3, enter. Okay. Step 5, install PHP mailer. Ooh, this is a lot of steps. Boom. I love when it just does whatever it's supposed to do. Done. All right, so then we do this, and then next. And then it says use file manager, or it could say we could do this. All right, but I already did it. Now in file manager, it says test mail. Okay. Create a test file to verify everything is working. Okay. That's cool. All right, let's verify. Let's go into file manager. Let's listen to what it says. It says testmail.php. Let's go into our public.html files, new testmail.php. And let's go into edit. Let's add and edit the code. Anybody else nervous? I'm applying. Boom. Test mail. It adds the code. You can see we're doing just that. Paste it. And here we go. Okay. So now where does this code exist? If we go into here, .this / testmail _ testmail.php, you can see we have found our success. Okay, it's found. Bam. All right, so it found it. All right, if it was missing, it would say missing. All right, so it says we did this. Success. Freaking awesome. Okay, so now that is cool. That is super cool. Well, now what do we do? All right, so now what do we do? What do we do? All right, is it done? All right, so now we need to make it. All right, process sign up. Let's make it where it's in the process sign up. Okay, so we're gonna say, okay, it works. It works. Can you add and make this work now? And when the user signs up, it sends me an email. Boom. Enter. All right. I don't think we actually created this file over here yet, where it's like the mail one. You know how it's like mail config. So, oh wait, I think we did. Wait, where are those files? Did we do that? I don't think we did. So let's check. So if it's telling us to do this, process sign up, you can see here's my SFTP stuff. Before this works, you will need to create an email account. All right, so I'm going to hit apply to the process on sign up. You can see it's going to add the lines, and then it's going to add my PHP stuff. Cool. And then, so here's what it's going to do. It says before this will work, you need to create the email account in cPanel. So log into your cPanel, create email, set up a new email and a strong password. Okay. So I'm going to come in here. And just like earlier, I'm just going to make an email. It says no reply. Okay. So I'm just going to make a no email reply. Okay. So that's just because no reply. All right. No reply. Set up a password. I'm going to hit generate. This is my password. I'm going to save this. All right. And I'm going to come in here and I'm going to say email. Do you think you could help a bit? Email, no reply at whatever my domain is. And this is password. And boom. Okay. And if I hit create, watch this. Okay, now we hit create and we come in here and it's going to say no reply. And we want to say connect devices. Okay, and it's going to give us all this instructions on a connected device. So what I'm going to do is just copy this and I'm going to add this into my notes here. Paste and here, this, and I'm just going to tell the AI, here is my info. Boom. Cool. I'll update the process. Here's all your stuff. Thank you. All right. Update the process, your email password. And I'm going to hit apply. You can see it updated everything here. Super cool. Now it says create a test file to make sure everything is working. So I can do this little test email, and then I could essentially, when I go to this page, it will automatically send out my email. But I'm literally just going to sign up and see if it just works, right? So I'm going to go to my sign up file. This was my, what is this? Process sign up, right? Process sign up, edit, and Control A, Control E, this. Go to my website, go to this sign up PHP, which is going to redirect me, log out. Haven't fixed the log out button to redirect there, but that's all right. Sign up.php. And I'm just going to create a brand new one with the email address, jeff@myaiteam.com. password, perfect, sign up. And I'm an attorney. All right, it hasn't fully redirected my login to the dashboard, but I will fix that. Let's see if it recognizes me at least. Nope. Let's see what happened. So did it create a record in the database? And did I get an email? I did get an email. Bingo, baby. All right, so I got an email. You guys can see I got the email right there. So we got the email, registration date, type attorney, everything. So the only thing was, did it give me any error logs in my error log thing? If I refresh this.
It was redirecting you to HTML pages when you renamed them to PHP.
Yeah, I did. So let's see if PHP in here, that's on the sign up. I wonder if the process login edits is in here. So process login, nope. Let's see. I wonder where that would be. Let's see, login or log out or sign up. Yeah. Let's go here. Sign up, login, confirm.
Check session start.
Oh yeah, it might be on that session start, huh? That might be smart. Session start, edit. The other option is just asking the AI in my full code. So does this have the session start? It doesn't. So I could always download these files. You can see it'll download the file, and then I could bring it into my code here. So download here and session start. Bam. There you go. So what I could do is I could do new chat, and I could say I could add the whole code base so it fully knows that I'm talking about everything. So when the user signs up, can you redirect to the dashboard board.php? All right. On success. Let's also make sure that new record, oops, that wasn't everything. Code base. Let's also make sure inside my database that record got saved. So that's what we'll want to check. So if I go into my cPanel tools, into my cPanel or my admin, we can see I have 2 users. Okay, so I have user, 2 logins here, both logins. So it did create it successfully. So that's all working. Now we just need to essentially make sure that redirect. So I'll modify the sign up process. Process sign up, nailed it. All right, so process sign up after the user, the session fails after this. So we'll apply. That updates the process sign up, and then completed relevant section should look like this, which it does. All right. And then also make sure the start session is called the BO, so the process sign up. Cool. All right. Let's see if that's added. And it is. Redirection, nailed it. All right. So now I can go to this process sign up, come back in here into the code, process sign up, edit, and Control V. Bam. All right, so now that whole entire thing, let's see if I log in, create an account. That didn't one page, so let's go to that little like login PHP edit. We could just make
Is your session cookied, perhaps?
I think it's because on this page, you see how it has this signup.html.
Oh yeah. 'Html. Oh, yeah.
This page. So bam, and then Now we click create account. There you go. All right. So I want to create a new account. I'm just going to put this and same thing. I'm going to client seeking legal help. This sign up dashboard. Nailed it. Cool. Super awesome. Woo. All right. Log in, log out. And my email worked. Let's go. All right. Cool. My email worked. All right. So you guys can see. Now, here's the thing. Next thing, just like I installed, like you guys see how I used Composer to install things on my server? Composer, when you guys go to set up Stripe, Stripe is the same way. Stripe is going to tell you to use Composer, and then it's going to tell you how to set up Stripe through this whole little setup process. And it's going to walk you through the same little thing. It's going to create records and all these things. Okay, so as you guys set up your Stripe account, like it's the exact same thing. It sounds scary, but you're just using Composer to set up this entire thing. I love that it personalizes this. So you guys can see I've set up an entire, like a lot of things like user management. Once you have user management, well, now soon I'm going to make it where they could promote a listing. Maybe they could claim a listing, right? Like all of these things I want to actually, and I'll like go through and manually verify that that listing is accepted. Once they actually verify it, right? Let's just say inside their dashboard, they might claim a listing if they're an attorney and they're able to claim a listing. And if they claim it, they could promote it. Once they promote it, then boom, I could charge them on a monthly basis that they offer that as a service. Okay. So a lot that you guys can do with this. If you see also how it says this little dashboard.php, let me show you guys something, right? So this is my terminal. That's not what I wanted. All right, terminate. This is the last thing I'm going to show you guys just because I want to show you that this is just really powerful. Okay, so I'm going to say I have a lot of .php files, but my URL looks like butt. Okay, all right, like this. Okay, it looks like this. Okay, it looks like butt, like this. Okay, like this. Can you clean up the URLs so they always work if they go to the PHP or not? Okay. All right. Give me the needed. This is something that you need to learn. It's called needed.ht access file. Okay. Access file. Because here's the thing. HT access file, I use this a lot. HT access file is what handles your URLs up top. Okay. So this is something that you need. The reason why I'm showing you guys this is because these are just little things. You're going to need to know how to structure your URLs if you're going to build custom software. It's just something needed. Well, here's the thing. If I go to file and I type in file.ht access, watch what happens. This is a special type of file, okay? If I hit create file, you're going to see that file doesn't actually exist. It's nowhere, right? But watch this. You have to go up here to settings and you have to say show hidden files, okay? Show hidden files and hit save. And now this .hta access, this .hta access file is going to be available to edit. All right, that part's really, really necessary. Okay, hit apply. It's going to add this file here, but we already added it to our server. All right, and then now watch this. Now I'm going to copy this whole thing just because this is the code, right? And I'm going to hit paste and I'm going to hit save. And now watch what happens. If I go into this and I don't have this little dashboard right here, right? Boom, dashboard works. Okay, if I hit dashboard.php, it's actually, all right, I'm going to say, if a user, okay, if a user lands on a page that has the .php, can you remove it from the URL, please? Okay, like that. Okay, all right. All right, yes, I will add a redirect rule. Here's a clean version to do that, okay? So literally, it's going to update that, and it's going to apply. You can see it updates this, and then now I can update this. Same thing. You see how it says .php up top? Ugly, all right? Now we're going to go into this .access file, paste, save, and I'm going to reload this page, and then bam. You see how clean that is? Look at that. /dashboard. That's what I'm talking about. Okay, so that's how you make it clean. Now you know how to make your URLs. The reason I tell you guys this is because if I go to this main page, right? If I go to the main attorneysearchnearme.com, I love this domain, by the way. It's so good, right? I'm loving it more. If I go to this, you see how it says Las Vegas and I search, right? Here's a shameless plug, right? I have a $97 class that teaches something called programmatic SEO. All right, programmatic SEO is if you want a city and state to be able to find all these lawyers, right? You could actually make it where your URL does the search query, and that makes it where there's an independent page on each one of your websites, right? So here's what I mean, right? If I go to dispensarynearme.com, dispensarynearmeopennow.com, right? And I type in, if I go to this website and I just type in Las Vegas, watch this. It's going to search up. It's going to show you a whole bunch of ads because I'm making money off of these little ads now, right? Apparently I'm selling lab-grown diamonds on this thing, right? But it's going to show you all the dispensaries near me, right? But check out this. If you go up top, right, this just searched up dispensaries near me, New Mexico, Las Vegas, all right? There's so many ads on this site now. Oh my God. It's like lagging up my site. You get your dollar, Google. All right, whatever. All right, so, but if I go to this search, right, and I search this URL directly, and I just go to this URL, watch what happens. This URL is actually going to independently customize Las Vegas, New Mexico up here, and then it's going to search the dispensaries. It didn't work as well as I thought it would, right? And it's going to search up the dispensaries here, and it's going to just display the dispensaries for this area. Well, this makes it where it's a very dynamic website, right? This is how I'm ranking. Well, this is just a single page website with a giant sitemap submitted to Google. Okay. Well, that is the idea with this new attorney website. Okay. All I'm doing is making it a giant directory, and I'm submitting every city and state known to man in America to Google. Okay. That's the play with this. And then I'm going to hopefully make my pennies, or if not, hopefully $100 a click from Google ads with these ads right here. Okay. But also, I'm realizing that money from Google ads is so incredibly low. It's literally pennies. It's 16 cents, 20 cents a day. So I want to make it where Lloyd Baker and his billions of dollars can give me a couple bucks to be number one on my directory. Okay. That's what this whole thing's about. So let me ask you guys, did you guys learn something from this class? Do you feel like you guys could take this class, potentially go get a client, go get a freaking something and build your guys' own software? Look at my hair. My hair's been this crazy this whole time. What is this? It's haircut time, baby. All right. If you guys learned something and you're watching the replay, drop it below. Let me know. If you guys like this, I can't wait to see what you guys create. Heck yeah, man. Heck yeah. I'm glad you learned something, man. Did this help you? Like, do you feel like you could like literally build any software in the freaking world from this? Like literally, no joke.
Yeah, it's crazy how intuitive it is. Like watching you do it and like watching you use cursor and go back and forth, it seems like I mean, it answered so many of my questions in regards to just creating different pages, creating different files, getting them to correspond properly. And yeah, I feel like I could literally create whatever.
That's awesome, man. Heck yeah. So I like to build the UI user interface. Most of the time I start in my AI team. However, I usually graduate into Cursor. Is there other AIs that could do more? Yeah, sure. But do you see, like, to be able to manage stuff on your server, to be able to set up emails, to be able to like set up payments and user login, I mean, like, to know where to put the files and how everything works. And it's not as scary as it is. It's just folders. It's just files and folders. It's just words on a page. That's it. You know, and like break stuff, have fun, build something, test it out, build it whatever site you could possibly imagine just for fun and see where it goes. Or really build it toward your business so you can actually build a software. So yeah, cool. Love you guys. Hope you got a freaking lot of this class, because hopefully whoever makes this software, you guys can come work with me whenever I get my new house in the future and we build cool things in the garage. That's the goal. So love you guys. Talk soon.
Much love, man. Thank you.